Someone wrote this song before, and I could tell you where it's from. Before 7362251 to put my mind at ease.
In Attack on Titan, Titans are obviously a huge deal, and while the 9 shifting Titans get most of the attention, there's another type that's just as creepy, the abnormal Titans. These are pure Titans that act way differently from the usual ones. They can be stronger, smarter, or just look weird. What makes them so terrifying is that while they have a bit more brain power, they still have that crazy, animal-like aggression. Over the course of the series, there's been a handful of abnormal Titans that really stand out, not just because of their power, but also because of how downright scary they are. Anyway, before we begin, please press the like button and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads. Now, let's begin. First, I'll explain the history of these Titans. The earliest known abnormals were the Wall Titans, Eldians, that the 145th King Karl Fritz transformed using the founding Titan. They were commanded into hardening into 3 concentric walls outside of Paradis Island in year 743. Unlike the typical Titan that attacked and devoured humans on sight, abnormal Titans might choose to ignore single or isolated humans and exhibited unpredictable behavior that could lead to greater damage as they disrupted important strategic locations. Some of these uncommon behaviors were speed walking, running, performing great jumps, directly killing their victims before eating, and even speaking human languages. One abnormal Titans, like its pure counterparts, resembled nude humans. They were bipedal though, a few were quadrupedal, with the limbs and features one would expect in humans. However, they were all variously deformed to some extent in body proportions. Perhaps their enlarged head, small limbs, etc. The vast majority of Titans had exceptionally wide mouths with an array of entirely sharp, in certain instances, or entirely flat teeth, which was more common in most observed Titans. Abnormals had a masculine body type, lacking all reproductive organs, and in some specific cases resembled the Colossus Titan. Now let's talk about some of the creepiest abnormal Titans in Attack on Titan. Starting with the Smiling Titan. This thing is unforgettable, but not in a good way. That disturbing grin, yeah, that's creepy enough, but then it goes and eats Eren's mom in one of the most heartbreaking moments of the entire series. What makes it even worse is its backstory. Turns out this Titan was originally Dina Fritz Grisha Jaeger's first wife, and in some twisted, cruel fate, she ended up killing his second wife. That scene pretty much sets the tone for how dark this story gets. Next is the Talking Titans. Before we even knew Titans had a deeper connection to humans, this one gave us hints. Ilsa Langnar runs into it, and instead of just attacking, it speaks. Yep, a Titan actually talks, mumbling about the subjects of Ymir. But then it gets even weirder. It starts tearing at its own face, like it's trying to stop itself from attacking her. Sadly, it doesn't work, and Ilsa still ends up being devoured. That entire encounter is just chilling and leaves you with more questions than answers. Next is the Red-Eyed Titan. This one was terrifying because of how fast it was. It could run on all fours like some kind of predator. And those blood-red eyes, that's a look you don't forget. What made it even scarier was how smart it seemed, using the rain to sneak up on humans. That's how it managed to ambush and kill Isabel and Furland, 2 of Levi's closest comrades, before Levi finally took it down. This Titan wasn't just creepy, it hit Levi where it hurt the most, making it one of the most devastating encounters in the series. Fourth is the Chasing Titan. During the Scout Regiment's 57th exterior mission, Sasha Browse found herself in a terrifying situation when an abnormal Titan ambushed her from behind a building. This Titan didn't waste time. It immediately started chasing her and her squad. While Sasha and her team managed to lure it away, it was a close call. What made the Chasing Titan unique was that it ran on all fours, something you don't usually see with Titan. Its speed and relentless drive to kill made it one of the scariest encounters for any soldier. No one would want to face something like that in an open field. Fifth is the Wall Titans. Toward the end of the assault on Stohess Ark, fans learned a horrifying truth. The walls protecting Paradise Island were filled with Titans. These were called the Wall Titans, and though they stayed dormant for most of the series, their potential was terrifying. Everything changed when Eren Yeager awakened them during the rumbling. These Titans were massive, on par with the Colossal Titan, and their sheer size and power meant they could destroy entire cities just by marching. Thousands of lives were lost in seconds, and once they started moving, there was no stopping them. Sixth is the Rod Reese Titan. When Historia's father, Rod Reese, drank the Titan serum, he transformed into the largest pure Titan ever seen in the series. His size was terrifying, and his body emitted steam so hot that it set everything nearby on fire. It was like a smaller version of the Colossal Titan, but even more unsettling. Since Rod drank the serum while lying on the ground, his Titan form could only crawl. As it dragged itself, its skin and muscles tore apart, leaving it faceless, with its insides spilling everywhere. The sight of this grotesque, enormous Titan was enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Seventh is the Jumping Titan. Early in Season 1, Titans were seen as mindless creatures, dangerous, sure, but predictable. Viewers thought Eren and the Cadet Corps would wipe them out without too much trouble. Then the Jumping Titan appeared and shattered that illusion. When this Titan leapt high into the air to attack the Cadet Corps directly, it was clear these creatures were far more dangerous than they seemed. The moment Thomas Wagner was slowly eaten alive by the Jumping Titan was a harsh wake-up call for the soldiers, showing them just how tough their fight would actually be. Eighth is the Gluttonous Titan. Later in the series, it's revealed that Titans created using Zeke Yeager's spinal fluid are technically abnormal, as they can move at night and follow Zeke's orders. Among these, the Gluttonous Titan stands out the most. With its enormous insect-like eyes, it's one of the most unsettling designs in the series, something you'd never want to face. Its death at the hands of the Beast Titan was just as gruesome, but its terrifying appearance made it unforgettable. Ninth is the Portly Titan. The Portly Titan played a key role in the tragic death of Mish Zacharias, working alongside the Gluttonous Titan under the Beast Titan's control. What made the Portly Titan so unnerving wasn't just its appearance, but its behavior. Instead of attacking Mish directly, it stalked him from the shadows, watching him from the corner of a building. This slow, deliberate intimidation added to the horror. In the end, the Portly Titan was the one to devour Mish alive, making it one of the most haunting moments in the series. Next is Connie's mother. Most abnormal Titans are terrifying because of the danger they pose to others, but this one is heartbreaking for a completely different reason. It's about imagining being in her position. Connie's mother was turned into a Titan, but she couldn't even move. She was trapped, lying on her back with her ribcage fully exposed, stuck in one spot for the rest of her existence. What makes this even worse is that she wasn't completely mindless. Connie's mother still had some level of intelligence and even the ability to speak. When Connie returned to their village, she recognized him and welcomed him back with actual words. That means she was fully aware of her suffering the entire time. It's not just creepy, it's tragic, knowing she understood everything but could do nothing to change her fate. This moment wasn't just about fear, it was one of the most emotional moments in the entire series.